Hey, welcome. It's Brian, and this is Adventurous Music Friday. And today we have one of the most iconic guitar players in our lifetime, and definitely one of my top 10 guitar players. And that, of course, is Jimi Hendrix. And this record came out in 2016. And why I'm talking about it today is because for me, my favorite Hendrix record is Band of Gypsies. And to me, that his life was cut so short is super, super sad for a lot of reasons, but I just would have loved to see this band continue. There was another version where Mitch Mitchell stepped back in to play drums, I believe, and I find that unfortunate. I have issues with Buddy Miles on the Band of Gypsies record, but overall, I just thought the feel of the band was really incredible and really let Jimmy shine in a natural way. And Buddy Miles was definitely a more soulful drummer to me, maybe less technical. But I think, between him and Billy laying down the rhythm section end of things and letting Jimmy really do what he was best at was incredible to hear. And what this record does is basically, I believe there was two shows at the Fillmore East on December 31st, 1969, and maybe the 1st of 1970, January 1st. I think that's how it was. And this is from that December 31st show, first set. So there was an early set. I'm assuming there were four shows, and this is culled from that first set. Anyway, what's great about this is a lot of this is not, as far as songs, aren't on the Band of Gypsies record, the official one that came out, I don't know, probably in 1970, or I'm not even sure when, but obviously that had Machine Gun and some other stuff that are iconic. But what's great about this is it has Power of Soul, Lover Man, Hear My Train A-Comin', Changes, Isabella. I always love Isabella, is one of my favorite. Machine Gun again. Stop is kind of like a Buddy Miles thing, I think, but still cool. Easy Rider, totally love that song. Bleeding Heart, Earth Blues, and Burning Desire. So are they his best songs? Maybe not, but anytime that you hear Jimmy in a trio setting, which is, well, most of the time, but with these guys, with Billy and Buddy, is a real treasure. And so if you haven't heard this, go out and check it out. It is much unlike his other records that he is well known for, the more studio records. And, I have to say, I don't really bond with those like I did, when I was a kid. It's that kind of him in a live environment and the kind of just incredible, like, risk taking in a way he did as a player, like improvising and kind of coaxing stuff out of the guitar that hadn't been done before. The only one close to it would be a couple of years later, and many people would talk about Terry Kath, or maybe he was actually doing it right at the same time. I don't know. I'm not a huge Chicago fan, but I've always heard, Jimmy mention him and other people mention him doing that kind of stuff in the late 60s. So anyway, go and get this record if you haven't heard it, or check it out and let me know in the comments what you think of this. If again, I'm not saying it's better than the official Band of Gypsies record. I just like that there's other songs on it, and it's a nice kind of bookend to that, basically that band. And to be honest, I'm not familiar with everything Hendrix has put out, but I bought more records in the last probably 10 years that the Hendrix family has put out than I did way before that. So I think this is a great addition to your collection if you don't have it. And there you go. This is our record of the week, Jimi Hendrix, live at the Fillmore East, and it is called Machine Gun. I didn't even say that. So aptly titled for sure. Thanks again. I'm Brian. See you next week.